You made it. And do you know why I'm extremely glad? Why you made it? Because we are now on day 3 of no snow in the USA for the season, for this year, actually, 2026. And that sounds really odd. It's like, what is, what, so what? But the truth is that snow is a very tricky, precise thing to forecast, and it kind of lingers. And it's like, so basically, you do usually get snow that extends to May and like June and even July in parts of the mountains and the northern extremes of the USA. And we made it to day 3. Like I said, when we get 7 days of no snow and we're on day 3 again, and the USA accumulating, then we'll just stop it. And I think it's kind of a fun game or a test or whatnot. But all right, so here's our 46-day snowfall. I don't know, maybe I'm missing a spot. Do you guys see any accumulations here? I am honestly looking and I don't see any. So I think we're good. We're all clear for day 3 of no snow. Day 46, we're going to be baking in the Midwest. Now, this is something interesting, and I'll get to it in one quick second, but let's look at our precip first. Very dry. It's drier than it's ever been the past 7 weeks. I'm sorry, the past 7 days, it's been progressively getting drier. Now, does the Midwest get a lot of wildfires? Honestly, I don't actually know. I thought they would. I was doing a little bit of Googling today that there's not really a lot of articles that popped up that suggested they do. So I'm gonna have to do some digging, and because we have the right conditions, the question honestly is, do we have the right ecosystem? In other words, do we have a lot of greenery and places and things like that here? Because obviously, the only last ingredient you need for wildfires is you need a lot of trees and forests, etc. Ecosystem friendly environments for wildfires like that. So I honestly don't know. I thought, I had this big idea going, the wildfires. I don't know. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna look into it and go into it next video. Um, so again, it's gonna be very hot the next 45 days, very dry in the Midwest the next 45 days. By the way, quote from Joe Bastardi: New York City hit 100 degrees, first time since 2012. And if you remember, that whole 3 year period from 2010, 11, and 12, those were hot summers. So no surprise there. Um, so the heat, let's talk about that a little bit. In the east, is I'm going to back up a little bit, and we're going to look at days 8 through 14. So we had all these warm temperatures in the east, northeast, Great Lakes. Now by July 12th through 18th, we start to cool down. The east shifts west, retrogrades west, and we're left with some dry air, probably a big high pressure system. July 12th through 18th. Let's take a look at our analog. Again, we have our top 3 years: 2024, 2021, 2018. Nothing really that pops out that says this means something to me on there. Day 6 to 10 outlook looks much of the same as the 8 to 14 day outlook. So again, we're heading into a relatively stable pattern of air temperatures after this heat wave has gone, and I believe it's gone throughout much of the country. Maybe New York City's still at there, because I know yesterday I was eating lunch or dinner with a friend, and we had this rain. I'm like, there goes our heat, DJ, my friend DJ, and that's when our heat went. I mean, it's still hot. Don't get me wrong. It's just not the oppressive 90s and humidity levels that bring our temps up to the real field temp of 106. Crazy stuff like that. So again, here's our 6 to 10 day outlook. We have the positive PNA look. And okay, so again, Europe is very hot. The question is, does that have to do with global warming? And let's take a look at that and analyze that, because we need the science behind it. So if you check out Europe here, if you look very closely around Spain, Madrid, and Italy, and the northern part of Europe, basically all around Europe is a heat dome of warm waters, hot waters. It's very unusual because it's all around the entire country. So they're baking right now. Not a good situation. It's much worse than the USA was this weekend, and probably will be this whole summer. But also, if you shift gears to a winter hint type vibe to this video, here's our El Nino. We definitely have one forming. Has been in formation for a long time now, several months, and it's formed into an El Nino, as you can see here. Very healthy looking, strong little guy there, little robust El Nino there. So that's all I want to go through on the sea surface temperatures. I do also want to take a look, since this is transitioning into a winter hint. So this winter hint, if you're watching, still has been towards the end of the video, building up suspense a little bit. We're going to take a look at our Canadian, and we're going to take a look at our temperature anomalies for the entirety of winter, not just 1 month. So let's take a look at December, January, and February. Those are the meteorological months, like pure and simple. And this is what winter looks like. That's pretty similar to what last winter actually honestly turned out to be. So makes sense for in that pattern, going to stay like that. So again, things we're going to have to look into are, will the NAO be negative? Will the El Nino form into a modic high? And there's several other factors we'll go over in the future. I'm running low on time, I believe, so let's, oh wow, I have much more time, but we'll cut it short today so you can enjoy your 4th of July. And that's it. That's my winter hint. If you have any questions or comments or concerns or questions about anything of my videos in general, weather in general, or what have you, climatology, leave them on my page wherever you'd like to. It can be, I have my comments section activated now, so you can leave them there. Or if you just want to keep on watching my vids for long-range weather content, feel free to subscribe. And again, Tyler's World of Weather, you've been watching, and this is my latest winter hint. I'm going to call it winter hint number 20, kind of guess on which it is, just really putting a number out there. I'm probably about 20 anyways, so at least. But anyways, that's it for now, guys. Enjoy your 4th of July, and see you next update. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.